Okay, let's match some players with some clubs, shall we? Like the Transfer Tinder profile. If you're on the Tinder, good luck. I was just wondering, guys, for anybody who has got a match in the last few days and has a date planned, any ideas for a good date? What's your perfect date? Yeah. Is it just dinner? Is it a walk? Is it a musical? What kind of date should people be going on?
It's got to be something like dinner. Because you go to a musical, you can't talk, can you?
Caddying, for me.
Pardon?
Caddying, carrying my golf clubs around.
You would throw up something like that. Picnic, maybe? A picnic and a walk?
What if it rains?
Pub?
Yeah, I would say first date, ideally go to the pub. Ideally go to the pub. Second date, go for dinner. Yeah, I'm an old traditionalist. That's what you do.
Thing is now, people don't want to go for dinner because it's blooming pricey, and then some people now don't like eating in front of others.
Well, if it's blooming pricey, you know he's a cheapskate, so you want nothing to do with him.
But come on, Jeff. 125 quid for 2 spaghetti bologneses. It's getting ridiculous.
Honestly.
2 drinks.
You're a bit
125 quid.
Where do you go to pay 125 quid for 2
Just
spaghetti
normal
bologneses?
places.
Well,
125 quid the bill.
Serves you right for eating spaghetti bolognese.
Yes, bolognese. Okay, let's match some players to some clubs. Dominic Calvert-Lewin to Manchester United. How does this fit? Let me give you his profile. Age 28, a free agent, striker with aerial swagger, fresh off that 9-year stint at Everton. Tall, physical forward, looking for a new challenge. So Ruben Amorim maybe eyeing me as a low-risk, high-upside signing. But I've also got West Ham, Newcastle and Leeds reportedly sniffing around. Injury history? Yeah, but it's a thing. But my 71 Everton goals say I'm worth a shot. Left or right? Everton.
Left is no, innit?
Left is no.
I'm going to go no. 71 in 9 years is not enough. And he's never fit. When he does play, he has had spells under Ancelotti where he told him to stay in between the posts and not run out wide, stay in the box, and he looked like a really good player. But he can't stay fit. It's not his fault. It's his body lets him down. But you can't sign him because you're not going to get games out of him.
I like him as a player when he's fully fit. But it's not often enough, and he will find a club and he will find somewhere that he can prove his fitness. But if I'm a Manchester United fan and I hear that they're signing Dominic Calvert-Lewin as their main striker, I'm thinking, what sort of season are we going to have? So for me, it's a no, and I'm swiping left.
Okay, sorry, Dom Calvert-Lewin. Now, this one is a done deal, as we know, but what about Kyle Walker to Burnley? Keen to get your thoughts on this. 35 baby. He just said his emotional goodbye to Manchester City after years of trophy hoarding. Now rocking a 2-year deal at Burnley with his old mate Scotty Parker, here to help the Clarets shine in the Premier League. Are you swiping right? Pumped for the veteran energy of Kyle Walker at Burnley?
I am definitely swiping right. I think, Burnley have gone up. They need experience in that side. Here's a guy who's done it absolutely at the top level. He may have lost a fraction of his place, but bag full of experience. I think it's a no-brainer, a definite swipe right for me.
This is from Burnley's point of view, isn't it? It's a great signing for Burnley. He's not going to make Burnley a really good team in the Premier League, but he's going to help them get better than they are. He's still not going to get them results every week, but he'll get them some points by his brain. But I think it's a terrible move for him.
Ooh.
Being honest.
Why? Staying in the Premier League?
Well, he could. I'm just being honest. I think he could have got a better club than Burnley.
At 35?
Yeah. I think he could have played
in the Premier League.
Yeah, I think he could have played in one of the teams that are not going to be fighting relegation. He played for Man City last season. He can't. His legs couldn't have just collapsed. I think he could play for a team like Crystal Palace, one of the teams, even Forest. Teams who are on the fringe of Europe. I think going to Burnley, you're going to be in a scrap every week. By the way.
Yeah, I'm not convinced. I mean, Ole Einer's just agreed a new long-term contract at Forest, and Carl's not going to get in ahead of him. So, if he wants to play football, he's at that stage of his career where he needs to play football pretty much week in and week out. It's a great move.
Really, Jeff, what is the issue with spaghetti bolognese? That's the only thing I can think about right now.
I'm not a big fan of spaghetti bolognese. I think it's just sort of too basic, I mean, if you're gonna have, if you're a pasta lover, have sort of, linguine with seafood,
Jeff,
linguine
there's
with
another
clams.
argument about spaghetti bolognese. Does it come with tomatoes sauce, or does it come with minced meat? There's an argument there.
Both.
No.
Both.
Well, you can't just
In
have it
some
with tomato
countries-
sauce.
Some countries don't have the meat.
No.
Spaghetti bolognese made
That's
with the tomato.
That's Napolitana, isn't it?
Don't know.
Spaghetti Napolitana.
No,
It's
but-
just a tomato. Jeff, come on. If I make you a portion of mine, I'll change your ways. It's a date. It's a match, baby.
No, look, if I'm going to a restaurant and it would be the last thing I would order. Along with some pizzas, well, most pizzas, to be honest, as well. So, not a fan. Not a fan.
Lucky you're married.
Thanks very much. Was that a proposal, Shebahn? Thank you very much indeed, Shebahn.
talkSPORT Breakfast, waking you up Monday to Friday morning from 6 a.m. on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.